every detail was something to talk about or something the fans would have a big opinion about. But that was also exciting to me, and I took that on as a challenge because I was making this for them. So I wanted to know. Early on in the process, as soon as we had our first draft of a finished script, I asked Colleen if it was okay, if she would come out to LA, and we brought out like 13 or 12 super fans, and we did a reading of the script together. And I got so much information out of that, and it really helped me understand the mind of the...
Hey everyone, welcome back. Blake Lively is currently under fire from Wayfair's attorneys after she demanded that Jamie Heath hand over deeply personal home videos, including footage of his wife giving birth, which, according to Wayfair, Jamie and his wife have but never shared with Blake. Yet Blake accuses Jamie of hiding this evidence from her, claiming he's defying a court order and pushing the court to impose the harshest possible sanctions. Last week, we broke down this explosive motion where Blake, in my opinion, is trying to humiliate Natasha Heath by exposing one of the most private and vulnerable moments in her life, the birth of her daughter. Blake insists Jamie intentionally withheld these videos and claims his deposition proves it. But here's the twist. Wayfair reveals Jamie's actual testimony, and it's nothing like what Blake portrays. It looks more like Blake is playing dirty legal games. I'm not sure how the judge will rule, but LNGAF is clearly fed up and didn't hold back in her fiery response. In a strong letter countering Blake's motion, Wayfair calls it draconian sanctions, legal jargon meaning the most extreme punishments possible. They argue Blake's request doesn't meet the strict requirements under Rule 37(b), which covers severe sanctions for court order violations. For these sanctions to apply, there must be a clear and unambiguous court order that someone knowingly violated in bad faith. This rule is designed to punish anyone who blatantly refuses to comply with court orders during discovery, like refusing to hand over evidence the judge ordered. Blake insists Jamie was required to provide these videos. Wayfair's response? He already complied. They say Blake's motion has two fatal flaws. First, she never requested these videos before discovery ended. Second, there's no clear court order demanding the full birthing videos be produced. The court order only required the specific video Blake requested in Document Request 108. That request relates to Blake's claim in paragraph 101 of Wayfair's SDNY complaint, where she falsely alleged she was shown nude or explicit images of Heath's wife on set. Paragraph 101 clarifies that what Blake actually saw was the very first image at the start of the video, showing Heath's wife and their newborn baby after a natural home birth. Blake's claim that she saw a fully unclothed woman with her legs spread doesn't contradict this post-birth footage. This is exactly the video produced on August 22, 2025, even before the court order was issued. Now, Blake Lively is backtracking, belatedly denying that the video she was shown by Heath is the same one produced. But here's the catch: Lively, who has described that footage in various ways since May 2023, never objected when the video was handed over on August 22nd as part of her Document Request 108. If she thought that request covered all birth-related videos, it clearly did not. She waited until September 24th to claim the video wasn't the one she remembered, and crucially, she missed the deadline to file a motion to compel before fact discovery closed on September 30th. So, this sanctions motion is really just a thinly veiled, late attempt to force the court to order more footage, and it should be denied. Bottom line, Blake didn't get what she wanted. She's chasing a video that fits her memory, but what she received simply doesn't match. They point out she got the footage on August 22nd, but waited over a month to say it wasn't what she saw. Memories change over time, and after 2 years, her story has shifted drastically. Throughout the entire Wayfair lawsuit, she never denied seeing that video or discussing the birth scene, which was part of the film's creative vision. It's wild Blake seems desperate to stitch together a narrative that helps her win, but the truth is, the evidence just isn't there. Now, she insists she should be allowed to sift through deeply personal, intimate footage to cherry-pick parts that support her claim that she saw the actual birth, which she did not. Invading such sensitive moments of a woman's labor cannot be justified just because Blake hopes to find something that fits her story. In short, Blake fails to prove she's entitled to this private, sensitive footage of Natasha Heath in labor, especially since she only requested in Document Request 108 a short video showing Heath, his wife, and their newborn right after birth. Instead of clarifying the scope of the order, Blake keeps demanding the harshest sanction possible, an order barring evidence that would defend Heath against her sexual harassment claim. This motion is just one in a series where Blake, facing a lack of evidence to support her case, pushes for adverse inferences or preclusion orders to force her claims through by blocking evidence favorable to the defense. I've been waiting to see if someone would finally respond to Blake's barrage of motions, and this is the clearest pushback yet. Blake's only doing this because she can't prove her case. Requesting an adverse inference means Jamie would be barred from denying the video shown was the one Blake claims, effectively stripping him of the chance to testify or present evidence. But since that evidence doesn't help her, she wants it excluded, pretending she has something else so she can win. The mental gymnastics these people pull to try to make their case is something else entirely. When I say lively, I really mean her attorneys, but there's no way her lawyers are doing this without her knowing. Normally, if someone's facing this kind of dead end, the lawyers behind the scenes would be telling their client to stop, that there's no evidence, and this strategy isn't going to work. But it seems like these attorneys don't care. They're just letting her keep piling up expenses and chase after whatever delusional narrative she's built around Wayfair. The sheer amount of privacy invasion and harm she's trying to inflict on other women in this case is staggering. Blake is going after Natasha Heath, but she's also hurt Emily Beldoni, Jen Aiel, Melissa Nathan, Brianna Koslow, Katie Cassis, every one of them women. It's brutal. The defense argues the court order never required producing all videos of Mr. Heath's wife giving birth. It only required the specific video requested in RFP number 108 and described in paragraph 101, the short post-birth video. Yet now Lively claims that at Heath's deposition on October 8th, she learned of other, longer birth videos. Even if that's true, it doesn't change the fact that the court order covers only the specific video in RFP 108. In other words, Blake's trying to say they lied about what they provided, but she never actually asked for all footage in her discovery requests. She only wanted the one video they claimed to have sent her. What's strange is she never filed her own discovery request, demanding the porn-like video she alleges she was shown. She could have done that on her own, but didn't. Here's what Heath confirmed at his deposition. The video shown to Lively and produced in this case was not an incomplete or altered excerpt from a longer birth video. Instead, it was a separate, distinct video recorded after the birth, kept on Heath's phone. Heath explained he did not keep the more intimate birth videos on his phone out of fear they might fall into the wrong hands. Bottom line? There is no court order requiring Heath to produce all footage of his children's births, only the short post-delivery video shown to Lively. In a footnote, it's noted that Heath stores all birth videos on the same thumb drive. Lively has not made clear if she's seeking the entire footage of both births to search for what she claims to have seen. And no one disputes that what Lively saw was on a phone. If the post-birth video is short and carefully protects his wife's privacy, it makes sense Heath would keep that on his phone, but not the more intimate footage. What the video actually shows is after the birth, a towel covering Natasha, the baby placed on top of it, Jamie standing behind her, and darkness obscuring everything else. There's no violation here. Heath cannot be sanctioned for violating a non-existent or unclear order that never demanded any footage beyond what was requested. The pleadings mention only the short post-delivery video on Heath's phone, not any other birth videos. Honestly, I don't trust that if Blake ever did get access to any footage, it would be anything close to what she claims. Imagine handing over deeply personal birth videos you never showed this woman, and then she gets to dig through them and decide what fits her story, even though she was never shown those clips. The motion for sanctions should be denied outright. If any sanctions were to be imposed, they should be the least harsh possible, not the most severe. Lively is demanding harsh sanctions, including preclusion, meaning Heath would be barred from presenting any evidence that contradicts her claims about a more graphic birth video, on top of forcing him to produce the birth video itself. But she fails to explain why she's entitled to both discovery and a sanction that would effectively shut down Heath's defense. She also hasn't shown the significant prejudice necessary to justify such a severe sanction like proclusion. The birthing videos are largely irrelevant. Heath doesn't dispute showing Lively a post-delivery video of his wife holding their newborn daughter, though interestingly, the complaint never said she was nude, she was covered. The core issue isn't whether all birth videos exist, but rather what Lively actually saw. That will be decided by a jury, based on witness credibility, not by Lively cherry-picking from a handful of videos. The only real effect of forcing production of every intimate video would be to invade Natasha Heath's privacy and cause her immense distress. This is a deeply personal and vulnerable moment being dragged into litigation. Moreover, this is the first time Lively has even made this motion for noncompliance. The court hasn't warned Heath about any consequences for failing to produce all footage because no such order exists. The judge's order explicitly required only the birth video referenced in Wayfair's complaint, not every possible video Heath might possess. Blake's push for sanctions now is just wild. She's doing this because she can't win her case through facts. And she likely won't succeed because she never even filed a discovery request for all birth or labor footage. Heath had no obligation to produce videos that weren't requested. He complied fully with the court order by turning over the video mentioned in the complaint. He did not violate any order. To make matters worse, Lively missed the deadline to file a motion to compel back on September 30th. Even if private videos exist, they're irrelevant to the core dispute. The real question isn't what might be hidden on a thumb drive, but what was actually seen on set. Judges are very sensitive to protecting privacy in cases like this. The defense has already made clear that forcing production of these intimate videos would cause serious distress to Natasha Heath. If the video shows her naked, it risks exposing her private moments to a jury and public scrutiny. Is the court really willing to violate her privacy rights for a fishing expedition that lacks any real justification? I just don't see this going in Blake's favor because she hasn't met the legal criteria. It's not too little, too late. It's simply no because she never got what she wanted in the first place. Ms. Goff summed it up perfectly. This is just one in a string of sanction motions from Lively, all of which seem aimed at forcing an adverse inference or proclusion order. She wants to relieve herself from proving her claims by eliminating evidence favorable to Heath's defense. In short, don't let Blake cheat to win. That's exactly what she's trying to do. It's wild. As a final note, the court even scolded her for her conduct. They pointed out that Heath, on the director's recommendation, tried to show Lively the video, but she twisted this into an allegation of harassment. As a mother of 4 and an actress preparing to shoot a birthing scene for the film, Lively should know better. How dare she claim that Heath is harassing her just because he showed her a video, a vision for the scene she's about to film? It's right there in her contract. And she knows, deep down, as a mom who's given birth herself, that a birth or afterbirth video is not pornography. Characterizing it that way is not only insane, it's an attempt to shame Heath, to shame Natasha. It's disgusting. We'll have to see how the judge responds. So far, he hasn't ruled on any of her motions for sanctions, and he's got hundreds of cases to manage. But for now, the defense has responded strongly, and Blake is clearly exposed for trying to invade Natasha Heath's privacy in a desperate attempt to win her case by cheating, just like Van Inc. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, besties!